So the idea behind bubble sort is to let the biggest number kind of bubble to the end of our array. Then do it again with the second biggest, third, and so on and so on. And after doing this with last number, array is sorted. So now we have to figure out how to get the biggest element to the end. We know that in a sorted array, every number must be smaller or equal to the number behind it. So we look at two numbers next to each other and check that the first one is smaller or equal to the second one. If the first one is smaller or equal to, we continue with the next two numbers. But if the first one is bigger, we swap them and continue with the next two numbers. And when we reach the end, the last number will be the biggest. I think you got the idea. Let's try some example. Okay, I got here an sorted array, and we're going to sort it as a bubble sort would. We look at first and second number. We see that 18 is bigger than 8. That means they are in incorrect order. So as the algorithm says, we swap them. Now we compare the second and third number. We see that 18 is bigger than 1. So we swap them again. We move on to next two numbers, 18 and 22. 18 is smaller, so that means that they are in correct order. So we just move on to next two numbers. Now we compare 22 and 12. And once again, we swap them. 22 is also bigger than 9, and obviously 22 is bigger than 4. You can see that 22 kind of bubbled to the end. That's why this algorithm is called bubble sort. Big elements bubble toward the end, while the smaller ones are bubbling towards the beginning. We just finished first round of our algorithm, so we know that the last number is the biggest. And there is no need to compare it to others, because this number is in the correct place. We continue bubbling the biggest number to the end until we have no numbers to swap. So let's start again from the beginning. If you feel like you understand it, I suggest you pause the video, try to do the rest on your own. Let's compare 8 and 1. 8 is bigger, that means we swap them. Now we look at 8 and 18. They are in correct order, right? So what we will do? We will leave them alone and move on to next two. Now we compare 18 and 12. We swap them because 18 is bigger. Moving on to 18 and 9. And what we're gonna do? Right, we swap them because 18 is bigger. And same will happen with 18 and 4. Now we have the second biggest number in correct spot. I think you should be able to finish this on your own. So pause the video, try it yourself. When you're done, you can check back. When you do this on your own, you'll understand it better. We just go from the beginning and swap each two numbers which are in incorrect order. And after each run, we get the currently biggest number to its correct spot. That means we don't need to compare it with anything anymore. And we do that until we have only one number in our array. I will play the other iterations without commentary. Now we have no numbers to swap. We have only one left. And we know that every number except this one is in correct place. But that also means that this one is also in its correct place. And that means we are done.